Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about slideshow number 2 that we have within Porto. So heading over to our slideshow settings, we have the standard option of selecting or assigning a slideshow to the slideshow that we're creating. Then we have the default options of choosing whether it's going to be a full screen or if it's going to be limited in height, as we have by default set at 600 pixels. Okay, next off we have three sections or four sections for us to adjust. There's a header area, then there's logo area, menu, and then a scroll down button section. Okay, so we'll start off at the top and enable display header. At this point we will click on update, refresh our page, and see what all that looks like. Okay, so this header is standard as we have for all of our other pages, like the about page, for example. They are absolutely identical. So we simply have this header and all of its settings transfer over to our slideshow area. However, for those of you who want to get a little bit more creative and let's say you would want to disable the header menu items or the logo, you can go ahead and do that. Click on update. We'll then refresh the following page, and you can see that our menu items have disappeared alongside with our logo. And also, to edit the following text, you will need to go over to Flotheme header settings and make adjustments there. However, do keep in mind, if you make text adjustments within this area, this also affects this or all of your other pages as well, not just the slideshow settings, because we are adjusting the generic header options. Okay, so at the moment I will close this off because we do have a separate video on the header settings and options for that. And yeah, let's take a quick look into some of the other options that we have here. So we can also choose to have a custom header layout. I'll then disable the following options, and let's say we are going to go with this layout here. We'll then click on update and refresh our test page, and you can see that now we have a different layout for the slideshow, and then we have the exact same layout as we've assigned previously for our pages in general. Okay, scrolling further down within the settings that we have here, there's also another tab where we can make additional adjustments to the header specifically over our slideshow. So you can change the background color, elements color. This can be a sticky menu. You can change out the logo, whether it's going to be a text logo, title logo, etc. If you change this to, let's say, Porto 123, you can click on update, refresh this page. You'll see that now we have Porto 123 written instead of the general Porto. However, if we refresh this page over here, we have the standard Porto simply because, once again, the adjustments that we are making right now, they refer only to the slideshow, not to the generic pages or the generic header options. Okay, and then let's take a quick look into the desktop header options once again. As we scroll down, we can also create or use another menu. So use this exact layout, but use or assign a different menu. In this case, we'll use categories menus. So if we head over to Flotheme, I'm sorry, not Flotheme, but appearance, and then we click on menus, we can create different types of menus. We have our primary menu, where we have all of these pages listed out, all of these pages here listed out, and then we can also create, let's say, a categories menu. Okay, so if we select categories menu, we'll have only weddings, editorial, and portraits here, and that's what we are going to select now. So now we'll click on categories menu and make any font adjustments, color adjustments here, and then click on update. We'll then refresh the following page, and we'll have only 3 tabs at the bottom versus the entire set of pages like we did previously. Okay, and then let's take a look into some of the other options that we have here. So going back over to desktop header options, let's close this off. Okay, we'll disable custom header, and then we have options for our logo. You can upload a logo, and let's then go ahead and also click on display menu, and then we'll click on update and refresh the following page. Okay, so here we have another menu appear underneath our logo. So at this point, you get to decide whether you want to use this layout only and remove this layout, or if you want to use only this layout for the header. So in my case, what I'm going to do is clean up or remove my header, click on update, refresh this page, and you'll see that I'm left only with my logo and my menu underneath that. Okay, so for the menu in this area, we can also create a custom menu for that. So once again, unfold my settings, scroll down, click on use another menu, and then if I want to use my categories menu for weddings, editorial, and portraits, I'll select that here, and then once again update, refresh this page, and you will see that I have only 3 tabs now instead of the standard 5 or 6 that I had previously. Okay, so that's something for you to keep in mind as well. And let's take a look into our final set of settings, I believe, which is the scroll down button area. So you can simply enable that, adjust the text and the font. We'll click on update, refresh this page, and here we go. Okay, so yeah, this is it for slideshow number 2. All of these settings are pretty self-explanatory in a way, but at the same time there is quite a few options for you to work with, so play around with the settings. I hope everything makes sense in this video. Hope it's not too confusing, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you around in our next video.